Back in January, I was in the US for work and I ended
Mm-hmm.
up in the emergency department, and I've just received my bill, and I wanted to take you through it because as a Brit, this bill is insane to me. Like,
Oh,
truly, I'm like shook. Okay, so I ended up in the emergency department because I have POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome,
okay.
and I got food poisoning when I was on my work trip. So I went to Raleigh in North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to a barbecue place that was highly recommended by both my client and generally on the internet. And I got food poisoning from their banana pudding. And
Oh,
as soon as I tasted the banana pudding, I was like, this is off. There's something not right with this pudding. So I left the rest. All I had was one bite.
that's terrible. She needs to let us know where this restaurant is. So I've never been to North Carolina. Well, maybe I have, but I probably won't be going back anytime soon. But some of you may, and you probably want to know which restaurant she's talking about. So that'd be great if she told us, but she's probably not.
Pudding. And as soon as I tasted the banana pudding, I was like, this is off. There's something not right with this pudding. So I left the rest. All I had was one bite, and that was enough to send me to the emergency room. So a few hours after eating that banana pudding, I started vomiting, and it was so horrific that I ended up just like sitting at the toilet in the
Oh, wow.
bathroom for hours, just vomiting pretty much constantly for hours and hours. Like, it did not stop. It was to the point where it was just like liquid and bile. Oh, it was disgusting. Oh, anyway, and I knew that it wasn't gonna be good for my POTS because obviously it dehydrates you. So I was trying to take sips of water. I also had liquid IV on me, thankfully, so I was having liquid IV as well. And it got to the early hours of the morning and I started to notice my heart rate.
Oh,
So a normal average person's heart rate at resting is like 60 to 70 beats per minute. My resting heart rate was 125 beats per minute,
oh
and
my
every time I
God.
stood up and just stood there, not doing anything, not talking, not moving, it would sit at 165 to 170 beats per minute.
Wow. Well, I freak out when mine is like 100. And so I can't even imagine that, like 160, 170, 175. And, just to keep this in mind, she's just here on a business trip. It's not even a vacation, really. So she had to go for work. And she can't control that she had a bad bite of banana pudding. And yet, obviously, she got charged a lot of money because she's about to tell us, hopefully, how much it is that she was charged. And she's probably not used to it because I believe in where she's from, she said Britain, they have NHS, which helps with which there's no cost when you go to the facility. Obviously, you pay taxes and everything, so that contributes, you're contributing to that. But still, it's like she doesn't have to pay anything extra, I would imagine. I could be wrong. You can tell me, but
Which is an insane number. So I instantly
yeah.
knew something was wrong and the liquid IV was not doing enough. So I called my travel insurance provider and I said to them, this is the situation, what do I do? And they said, go to urgent care. So I was like,
Okay.
perfect. So I got an Uber to urgent care at 8 a.m. in the morning as soon as they opened. I walked into urgent care and then I kind of dropped to the floor and I could not stand. I could not walk. It was horrific. And they took one look at me, they saw my heart rate and they said, go to the emergency room. They were like, we cannot help you here. So I called another Uber because then they said, do you want us to call you an ambulance? We should probably call an ambulance. And I said, no, do not call an ambulance. I was like, please do not call an ambulance.
Isn't that sad? I mean, in the U.S., don't call an ambulance. Well, okay, don't take my words literally. I don't want somebody to say, well, Greg told me not to call an ambulance, but you just know that an ambulance is. My wife makes fun of me how I say that word. I have to slow down and say it clearly. An ambulance is expensive. I think I saw somewhere earlier today, like somebody was charged like $5,000 or something just to take an ambulance, something that can help save your life. But I just think it's sad and kind of comical that she's not even from the United States. And she knows, do not call the ambulance. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
I've heard the
Insane
horror stories about how much money they cost. So cool.
And sorry, I used to sell insurance, actually, Medicare. And that was the one thing that was always a cost on their plans. It costs something to have, it costs to take an ambulance. But even for them, I think it wasn't a lot, like maybe $250, $500 or something like that. But still, that was the one thing that you knew there was always going to be a cost for that.
Called an Uber, got help into the Uber. I kind of just flopped on the back of the Uber and the guy very kindly took me to the emergency room, dropped me off at the front door. I stumbled in there and they, obviously the staff in there, saw how unwell I was and instantly got me into a room. So I then stayed in the emergency room for 6 hours.
Okay.
It wasn't a huge amount of time. All they had to do was rehydrate me and replenish the magnesium and potassium that I had lost, because I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like this kind of, when your body doesn't have enough magnesium or potassium, you go into, it's kind of like a shock.
Okay.
It's like, there's a name for it, basically, where like your body kind of goes into some sort of shock by not having enough in the system, and it causes like shaking, it causes headaches, it causes weakness, dizziness, like all the rest of it. And obviously with my POTS, it was so much worse. So I was in there for 6 hours.
I'm scared. I'm scared to see. She is really doing a great job with this story, because I'm really into this story. And now I'm scared to see how much it's going to cost. Probably $20,000 or something crazy for like a 30-minute visit.
Hours. All they did was some blood work. They gave me.
Wait, what'd she say?
The rest of it. And obviously with my POTS, it was so much worse. So I was in there for 6 hours. All they did was some blood work. They gave me some magnesium. They gave me potassium. And they gave me 2 IVs of liquid. The total cost for that was $5,420.98.
For some blood work, some potassium, some magnesium, and 2 IVs. $5,500. That's 5 things. That's $1,000 each. Oh my God.
Now, I paid a prepayment when I arrived.
Okay.
I literally was in bed, could like hardly walk, could barely like do anything. And they literally came to me with a card machine and were like, we need you to pay $1,190 now as a prepayment. And they were like, if you pay this amount, that's it. You won't need to pay anything else other than the provider's costs, so the doctor's costs.
Okay.
I was like, great. Just where do I sign? Like, where do I put my pin in? Take my money. Just make me better. Okay. So I paid that amount. And then 2 weeks ago, 3 months after the visit, I get this email that says, hey, you owe us like $4,500. And I was like, how? I did the prepayment thing and then I paid the doctor's fees like 2 weeks later, which were $256. So I was like, why do I now have this extra balance of like $4,230? So I called them and I asked them to send me an itemized bill. So the itemized bill has just arrived, and get this. So they charged me $99 for the magnesium tablet. One tablet.
99. Sorry, 99. I love how they talk, but I can't talk like them. Anyway, $99 for one tablet. One tablet. I got some magnesium in there. And it was probably like a bottle of like 100 tabs. It was probably like €4 or something. I don't know. But $99 for one tab. Oh man, that's crazy.
A tablet of magnesium costs $99.
Wow.
A pregnancy test, despite me telling them there was absolutely no way in hell that I was pregnant.
Oh wow.
They charged me $139.
$139? Sorry, I keep pausing, but damn. $139 for a pregnancy test? Now I know. Well. Okay, the factory's closed over here in our house, so I don't know how much a pregnancy test is, but I know in the U.S. when we were of age of having babies, it I mean it can't be more than like I don't know $15 or something like that. Oh my God! More pregnancy tests that she said she didn't even need, but I guess they have to do their due diligence
for a pregnancy test. And then for just walking into the emergency department, they charged me $2,000.
Oh my God!
For the sodium chloride, which I'm guessing was the IV, it was $62.79. You know what? Fair. I kind of get that one. An EKG, $235.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, the IV was not the sodium chloride. Okay. They're saying that I had four IV bags. I don't think that's right. I'm sure I only had 2.
She probably did have 2. But they probably, like, opened up one and something happened and didn't work, so they charged her. Or that somebody in billing decided she won't notice if there's an extra IV or 2. So they probably threw that on there.
Maybe I did have 4.
Oh, maybe
that's
she did.
$528.
$528.
And then
I
don't even know what half this stuff is. Okay, they did a TSH blood test. That was $202.
Okay.
The basic metabolic panel was $275.
Okay.
A venipuncture, I don't know what that is, $24. T4 free, so like a thyroid blood test, $179. CBCW auto diff, not a clue what that is. That was $126. Thromboplastin time, I don't know what that is. That's $97. And then, oh my God, I have no idea what this is. Ladner is it a COVID test? Oh, an RSV. Okay. Basically, they did a load of tests to make sure I didn't have like COVID or RSV or any like anything like any viruses. $667.
Oh my God. $667 for a COVID test. This is crazy. This is how it works in the US. I mean, let's just keep going.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then the smallest item is ondansetron, 4 milligrams, $2.40.
Well, there you go.
Oh my God. I mean, this is crazy. Thank goodness I have travel insurance. Although I hope they pay this because they already paid, they refunded me the prepayment amount and the $256 provider amount. I wasn't prepared for this, and I did not tell the insurance company this would be coming through because I did not know that. So now I have to contact the insurance company and say, hey, I've now got this further invoice through. Please, can you pay it? Because I cannot pay $4,500.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I'm going to show you a photo so that you can like see the individual items.
Oh my God. Wait. Oh man. That is just crazy. That is crazy. And it sounds like her travel insurance is going to be, it would be better than insurance in the US because they already reimburse her. So that's a good thing. So maybe it's a higher likelihood that they're going to reimburse her or pay for the other amount. Where in the US, if they don't feel like paying you, I had a procedure that they denied just because, I don't know, it didn't fit what they needed or I don't know. And I got a bill for like $25,000 after I was paying $1,000 a month for insurance for just Lisa and myself. Man. And then I come over here to Spain and, you know, we pay I think per month for 4 of us, we pay like $250 for 4 of us. And the insurance and the healthcare is amazing. So, wow, that was a really good video there. Thanks for stopping by today. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.